Are your muscles feeling like they're slowly fading away, even though you're trying to stay active? Do everyday tasks seem a little more challenging than they used to? You're not alone. For many seniors, a silent thief is at work, gradually stealing their strength and independence, muscle loss. But what if the key to holding on to your vitality, to maintaining your ability to do what you love, lies in understanding and addressing a single, often overlooked vitamin? Could a simple deficiency be the missing link in your fight against age-related muscle decline? This could be the most important health information you hear today. The underestimated role of vitamin D in muscle health. The importance of vitamin D often centers around its well-established role in calcium absorption and bone health, crucial for preventing osteoporosis and fractures. However, the influence of this vital nutrient extends far beyond the skeletal system, playing a fundamental and often underestimated role in the health and function of our muscles, particularly as we navigate our senior years. The very fabric of our physical strength, our ability to move with ease and maintain our balance, is intricately linked to adequate levels of vitamin D within our bodies. The science connecting vitamin D and muscle function. The connection between vitamin D and muscle health is not merely correlational. It is deeply rooted in physiological mechanisms. Muscle tissue is equipped with specialized receptors known as vitamin D receptors, VDRs. When the active form of vitamin D, calcitriol, binds to these receptors within muscle cells, it initiates a cascade of intracellular signaling pathways that are essential for optimal muscle function. These pathways influence a variety of critical processes, including the synthesis of muscle proteins, which are the building blocks of muscle tissue. Adequate vitamin D signaling promotes the efficient repair and growth of muscle fibers, counteracting the natural age-related decline in muscle protein synthesis. Furthermore, vitamin D plays a role in the regulation of calcium within muscle cells, a crucial element for muscle contraction. Without sufficient vitamin D, the delicate balance of calcium regulation can be disrupted, leading to muscle weakness and impaired contractile force. The integrity of the neuromuscular junction, the site where nerves communicate with muscle fibers to initiate movement, is also influenced by vitamin D. Optimal vitamin D levels support the efficient transmission of nerve signals to muscles, ensuring coordinated and powerful movements. The consequences of vitamin D deficiency on muscle health. When vitamin D levels fall below the optimal range, the consequences for muscle health can be significant and far-reaching. The impaired signaling through vitamin D receptors leads to a reduction in muscle protein synthesis and a potential increase in muscle protein breakdown, contributing to a gradual loss of muscle mass, a condition known as sarcopenia. This age-related muscle wasting is not merely a cosmetic concern. It has profound implications for physical function. Reduced muscle strength, particularly in the lower extremities, makes everyday activities like rising from seated position, walking, and climbing stairs increasingly difficult and energy-intensive. The loss of muscle power also compromises balance and stability, significantly elevating the risk of falls, a leading cause of injury and disability among seniors. Furthermore, muscle weakness and fatigue associated with vitamin D deficiency can lead to a decrease in overall physical activity, creating a negative cycle of further muscle loss and functional decline. The impact extends beyond physical limitations, potentially affecting a senior's independence, self-confidence, and overall quality of life. Why seniors are particularly vulnerable to vitamin D deficiency. Several factors conspire to make seniors particularly susceptible to insufficient vitamin D levels. The efficiency of the skin's synthesis of vitamin D from sunlight diminishes with age due to changes in skin composition and function. Reduced outdoor activity, often due to mobility issues, chronic conditions, or lifestyle preferences, further limits sun exposure, the primary natural source of vitamin D. Dietary intake of vitamin D-rich foods is often inadequate to meet the body's requirements, and the absorption of vitamin D from the gut may also be less efficient in older adults. Additionally, age-related declines in kidney function can impair the conversion of the precursor form of vitamin D into its active hormonal form, calcitriol, which is necessary to exert its effects on muscles and other tissues. These converging factors create a substantial risk of vitamin D deficiency in the senior population, often without overt symptoms in the early stages, allowing its detrimental effects on muscle health to accumulate over time. Subtle and not-so-subtle signs of vitamin D deficiency affecting muscles. Recognizing the potential signs of vitamin D deficiency is crucial for early intervention. While a blood test remains the most accurate diagnostic tool, being attuned to certain physical changes can provide valuable clues. Persistent and unexplained muscle weakness, a feeling that your muscles simply don't have the same power they once did, is a key indicator. This might manifest as difficulty with tasks you previously found easy, such as lifting objects or standing for extended periods. Generalized fatigue and low energy levels that don't improve with rest can also be a sign, as vitamin D plays a role in overall energy production and muscle efficiency. Diffuse bone pain or muscle aches, often described as a dull, nagging discomfort, can also be associated with low vitamin D levels affecting the musculoskeletal system. Noticeable changes in balance, an increased tendency to feel unsteady or to stumble, and a higher frequency of falls should raise concern, as they could be a direct consequence of weakened leg muscles due to vitamin D insufficiency. Difficulty rising from a seated position without using your arms or struggling to climb stairs can also be significant indicators of underlying muscle weakness linked to vitamin D status. It is important to consider these symptoms not as inevitable consequences of aging, but as potential signals that your body may be lacking this vital nutrient for muscle health. Strategies for optimizing vitamin D levels for muscle health. Addressing vitamin D deficiency and ensuring optimal levels for muscle health involve a multifaceted approach tailored to individual needs and circumstances, always in consultation with a healthcare professional. Sensible sun exposure remains a natural way to stimulate vitamin D production. Aim for regular, short periods of sun exposure on exposed skin, ideally during off-peak UV radiation times, while being mindful of skin type and sun safety to prevent sunburn. Dietary modifications can contribute to vitamin D intake. Incorporate fatty fish such as salmon, mackerel, and tuna, egg yolks, and vitamin D fortified foods like milk, yogurt, and some cereals into your diet. However, it is often challenging to obtain sufficient vitamin D solely through diet, particularly for individuals with limited sun exposure or existing deficiencies. Vitamin D supplementation is frequently recommended and can be an effective way to raise and maintain optimal blood levels. Cholecalciferol vitamin D3 is generally considered more effective than ergocalciferol vitamin D2 in raising serum 25-hydroxyvitamin D concentrations. The appropriate dosage varies widely depending on an individual's baseline levels, health status, and other factors, and should be determined and monitored by a physician through regular blood tests. It is crucial to avoid self-treating with high doses of vitamin D, as excessive intake can lead to adverse effects. Your doctor can provide personalized guidance on the most appropriate and safe strategy for optimizing your vitamin D levels to support your muscle health and overall well-being. The long-term benefits of adequate vitamin D for senior muscle health. Ensuring sufficient vitamin D levels is not just about addressing a deficiency. It's a proactive investment in maintaining strength, mobility, and independence throughout your senior years. By supporting muscle protein synthesis, regulating muscle contraction, and preserving neuromuscular function, adequate vitamin D plays a crucial role in preventing and slowing the progression of sarcopenia. This translates to a reduced risk of falls and fractures, greater ease in performing everyday activities, increased energy levels, and an enhanced ability to participate in social activities and maintain an active lifestyle. Preserving muscle mass and strength contributes significantly to overall physical resilience and a higher quality of life in later years. By prioritizing vitamin D intake, seniors can empower themselves to maintain their physical capabilities, remain independent for longer, and enjoy a more active and fulfilling life. Taking proactive steps towards stronger muscles, The power to influence your muscle health as a senior lies in understanding the critical role of vitamin D and taking proactive steps to ensure you are getting enough. Schedule a conversation with your healthcare provider to discuss your vitamin D levels and your risk factors for deficiency. Ask about getting a 25-hydroxyvitamin D blood test to accurately assess your status. Work with your doctor to develop a personalized plan that may include optimizing sun exposure, incorporating vitamin D-rich foods into your diet, and considering appropriate supplementation. Regularly monitor your vitamin D levels as recommended by your physician to ensure you are within the optimal range. Remember that maintaining strong muscles is not just about physical appearance. It's about preserving your ability to live life on your own terms, to continue enjoying your hobbies, and to maintain your independence for years to come. Don't let a potentially easily addressed vitamin D deficiency silently undermine your strength and vitality. Take control of your muscle health today. Have you discussed your vitamin D levels with your doctor? What steps are you considering or currently taking to ensure you are getting enough of this vital vitamin for your muscle health? Share your insights, experiences, and any questions you have in the comments below. Your engagement fosters a supportive and informative community here at Health Reset. If you found this in-depth information valuable and empowering, please give it a thumbs up to help us reach more seniors who can benefit from understanding the crucial link between vitamin D and muscle health. Share this video with your friends and family, and be sure to subscribe to Health Reset for more essential health insights designed to help you thrive throughout your senior years. Thank you for investing in your health with us, and we selected a couple of other videos that we believe you'll find incredibly valuable on your journey to a stronger, healthier, and more independent life. Click on one, and we'll see you there.